Hello all, my name is Shay. I study economics and I will be talking briefly on the major definitions in economics, and I'll be basing it on three major people. That's Alfred Marshall, Lionel Robbins, and the person of Adam Smith. Those are the three major ones. And then the concept of economics was studied by many eminent personalities in their individual capacities during different periods. Right? And this clearly indicates that the study of economics has evolved with the passage of time, and a brief look at a few of them would actually give us an insight, and that'll be starting with Adam Smith. Adam Smith was a social philosopher at the pioneer of political economy. He is considered as the father of economics, and he published a book named Wealth of Nation in 1776, and that book actually gave a lot of insight, as he was father of the economics, as I said earlier. And this definition is a wealth-oriented definition. He described economics as a science of wealth, right? And basically, when we say science of wealth, now Adam Smith was actually born in a small village in Scotland, and he was raised by his widowed mother. He studied in Glasgow at the age of 14, where he had a scholarship, and he had his book was a five-book series that sought to reveal the nature and the cause of a nation's prosperity. He saw the main cause of prosperity as increasing division of labor. Now I'll be going on to the next person, like Alfred Marshall, who was a major person also. His book, The Principle of Economics, was in 1890, and it was a dominant English textbook in England for many years. And it brings the idea of supply and demand, marginal utility, and cost of production into a coherent whole. And he's known as one of the founders of economics. And his definition is welfare-oriented definition. And he explains economics as a science which studies human welfare. And he was a dominant figure in the British economics, and British economics was actually dominant in world economics. His specialty was microeconomics, a study of individual markets and industries, as opposed to the study of whole economy, which is macro. And now going on to the next person, that's Lionel Robbins. Lionel Charles Robbins was a British economics, and he was the head of the economics department and the London School of Economics. And then he actually had a history for the definition of economics, and he actually defined economics as the study of human behavior, as the relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. That's actually one of the most accepted definitions. His most famous book is an essay on the nature and significance of economic science, which was one of the best written prose species in economics. And his book actually contained three main thoughts. The first had to do with his all-encompassing definition of economics, which is still used to define the subject today. And second is the bright line he drew between positive and normative issues. He actually put the positive as questions about what is, and normative as what ought to be. And he actually was emphasized the fact that we should study what is rather than what ought to be. So those are the three major definitions that shaped